Now, very often you're going to be importing text from another source, perhaps something you've written in a Word document, for example, and you want to paste it into your text editor. Well, here are a couple of things to think about. What I've done here is I've pasted in some text that I had in a Word document. Okay. Now, it had been colored and sized and given a font in a certain way, and that's all been brought in because I just pasted it directly from Word. Now, you might think, well, that's not so bad, and maybe I'll just change the color of it and redo the text here by changing the font. But in fact, you can't, because in the background, look what's happening. If we look at the HTML, look at all of this. This is all the hidden coding that's going on in Word. You don't see that behind the scenes in a word processing document, but that's what's there, and it's all being brought in here. And if you just left it, let's say you even just left it like this and you didn't mind the coloring and so forth, that would all be in the background. That's adding a lot to your page loading, and it's totally unnecessary. So what we would do instead is we would take that text and we would instead import it into here using this button right here. There's two little clipboard buttons on your second button bar. The one with the W on it, most likely as you can tell, is for Word or word processing. So I put that up, I paste in my text, and I insert it like this, and watch what happens. It strips it of everything. Okay. Now, it would actually keep certain things like bolding and some basic formatting, but it stripped all the rest of that gobbledygook that now makes it regular text, plain text for us. So it's very important that you use this paste from Word or paste from word processor in there. This other button is for pasting from other sources. So for example, let's say I'm on a website and I've highlighted this material here. I'm going to copy it, and I want to quote it in my post here. So I bring it in, and I go like this. Now it's going to retain any of the formatting that was in there. So let's say I don't want to do that. Let's just undo that for a moment. And if I put it into here, and I go like this, it's going to strip it out and make it plain text for me. So remember, when you're bringing in text from an external source, you want to use these two buttons for importing your text.